on like the whole like swap the stream key thing. I should really just do all that.
Oh no, dude, we're using like OBS Studio. I can do production on the fly now. People don't even notice. The only thing you can't switch profiles live. You got to cut all of your recordings and all that stuff, which is fair enough, but still. But welcome back to the Boston Major here, folks. For the sake of our few YouTube VOD viewers here, this is game number 2, our second of 10 best of ones today. Finem versus Fantastic5. Finem with the first pick Bat Rider. We were just ogling how much he's been nerfed here as Oracle and Sand King. First 2 picks for the Fantastic5. So, you know, even a second pick Bounty Hunter feels a little strange to me right now, Trent. That's definitely not typical.
I hear you. Secret, I know, is one team that's been picking a lot of first phase Bounty Hunter. Whenever they see Drow, they opt in towards that. So I guess in that sense, you're looking at it as being kind of a mechanism that you can just like bounce back in that mid game scenario with like the track golds and whatnot. Also keep track of the Drow. She's maybe like farming in some jungle. You just run at her. Obviously, not very good against 5-man Dota in terms of like starting off a gank. But if you just win one team fight, or like if you take a 4v4 fight or even like a 3v4 fight, but you have track kills and you trade evenly, you still go up at an advantage. So there's a lot of good stuff over to the old Bounty Hunter. Works well with the Bat Rider too. Makes every lasso gank that much more valuable.
That's true. And also just the nature of track allowing, the extra movement speed. Chase him down, close the gap for the lasso. That itty-bitty cast range we were talking about. So, sorry, I'm kind of tabbed in and out here trying to get everything set up for Mr. Blitz. Damn delay server.
Reserve time.
See, this is the moment where having that local delay server would make things a little bit easier. You know, you just cut that thing, boom.
Yeah, and then you're just in.
Wait, we need that.
Someone really smart probably suggested that, I bet.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You know, I forgot. I was going to announce that thing when I woke up, and I totally forgot. God damn it.
Oh, that thing.
That thing.
We're maybe doing.
I almost said something and went, oh, wait a second. Oh.
I heard Malk. Now that we're talking rumors, I heard Malk make a faux pas possibly last night.
Mel?
Maybe possible Grant invite to Boston? Question mark. That's what I hear. I don't know. That's what it sounded like. Malk might have accidentally leaked. Now that we're not on the main channel anyway, you guys, Dota TV getting the deets. Not that. See, I don't know for sure, so I'm okay to say it, right? If I knew the right answer, I wouldn't be able to say anything.
Wow.
Right?
I don't know. Same, but I see.
That would be That would be huge. That would be huge.
See, the only reason that I would go wow is because I asked him and explicitly, and he said no. So maybe you should keep it.
Maybe Melk's wrong.
Maybe Melk's wrong. Maybe things changed. You know, who's to say that everyone gets invited at the exact same time?
True.
But wow, I mean that's cheese and crackers.
I'll let you guys know another secret. I didn't get invited. Just so you know, in case you were holding your breath, you can let it go.
Oh my God! Yep, me neither. I did book a plane ticket though, and an Airbnb. So,
yep.
And we
Rejects
do have
Hub again. We shall do.
We're gonna do reject content again, quality Moonduck content, and we have a new item to give away. I'm not ready to announce it yet, but it's exciting.
God, that's super secret.
It's we have a lot of secrets coming up. I like this. I like living in the world of secrets, even small secrets. You know. I want to do a Teespring again, but I'm so nervous. I got like 2 or 3 tweets of people saying that the Teespring that we did last time was really shitty.
What? I thought everyone loved it.
Well, they loved having Moonduck shirts finally, but they said like the shirts weren't that comfortable and like that the logos.
I'm literally
were...
wearing it right now. They're just
no.
It's fine.
You don't have a Teespring one. You have the Moonduck ones that I made. Those are
I thought
good.
It was the same one.
No, they're from different
up.
companies. we have ones from Custom Ink. Teespring is its own, you know, we don't even see those shirts. They handle all the shipping and everything. And it scares me because we even paid extra money to get, like, we didn't do the shittiest, cheapest shirt. You know, we took the next step up from the crappiest shirt, thinking, oh, well, this has to be better, right? It's more expensive, but I don't even want to know what the cheapest one is. So they must be made out of cardboard or something.
Well, back to the game. Sorry, guys. I know we're getting a little D20. I mean, you guys I'm sure you guys have so much Dota today that it's probably nice to get a little bit of a reprieve, but perhaps it's a little bit early for us to be totally off topic.
I guess that's totally true here. So anyway,
hey, there's that Weaver band, dude. They were listening to our last cast, you know.
Yeah.
After them, they know.
I mean, this is sick team fight for Fantastic 5. Another 5th pick Alchemist. This is looking eerily similar to the
how they just lost.
Yeah, this is like really
Fantastic
similar,
5 are just
actually.
like, fuck again. Like,
Dark-seer.
oh, well. Okay, so that rounds out to position 1 Void then for Illidan. Ooh. Uh-oh. I don't know, Andrew. I'm not feeling it right now. I think Fantastic 5 may have just run into the exact same problem.
Sorry, had to update the stream title for One Blitz. I just realized that I don't think he's an editor on our channel. Something else.
I already updated.
Oh, you did? For Blitz, you did? Well,
it says with Blitz and Misery. Did it not?
Well, well, either way, we're in the clear now.
Well,
so.
then I just won't touch it again.
I like that. I like that though. We're all trying to fit. Darkseer, man, look at this. So this is a position 1 Void here. Illidan, okay. BCZ Mirana mid and off lane Darkseer. I like it. So that means it's
I'm not digging it.
4 Sand King.
10 seconds.
Okay. Let me rephrase. I want to like it.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
I really do. But it seems like Sand King. I'm cynical about the 4 Sand King, but we'll see. I don't want to prejudge it here.
I'm a little cynical about the position 1 Void, to be honest.
All right, wait, we got to do our predictions though. We have limited time here.
All right,
Player with
them
highest
like, won this
total
game.
physical damage at the end of the game. Physical
Lifestealer,
damage.
Madara, definitely.
Are you sure that's not Alchemist?
Physical damage. Madara, right?
Still, is physical damage, does that count structures?
No, there's no way.
Okay.
Done to heroes that game.
You're oddly confident. Okay, heroes. Yeah, okay. You're good at reading. Number of towers killed before 25 minutes. Ooh. I think 0 to 5.
Yeah, I would say so. Alka's the farm.
Time of first tower destruction.
Oh, we got to see the lanes. Do that one last.
Okay. And
Oh,
player
that's
with the
an easy
highest
one.
net worth at the end of the game. Okay.
30 seconds to battle.
I think. Ooh, God, those are
I'm saying
weird
Thug.
windows.
Like, there's no way. It's got to be Thug.
Oh
okay,
yeah, for
so
the, number
you're doing
3.
the tower thing. Yeah.
I'm either 5 to 8 or 8 to 11, and I'm torn.
But we have a Darkseer lane. So Darkseer, theoretically, with their lineup, should be up top a lot of the time. He doesn't have anyone to help him out, so he should be holding the tower with Iron Shells, I'm going to say. So
We
I
got
don't think
8
they're going to lose that
seconds.
super fast.
I'm going 8 to 11.
Yeah, me too.
Battle begins.
Actually, I'm going 5 to 8. I'm going 5 to 8. I'm feeling it. I think they can do it.
Okay.
But that would have been my second choice.
Okay. And our stream just finally went online. So we are all good in the hood here, Mr. Trent. We've got all our streams running. Blitz is on Moonduck. We are on Zyori TV. All of my wildest dreams are coming true. I've always dreamt of having a big cast on my own channel. It hasn't happened in years.
It really hasn't.
Zyori TV has been lacking. All my subscribers, all 2 of them that are left. I've gotten a lot of emails, people saying, I didn't want to unsubscribe from you, but you haven't streamed in 6 months. So I figured it was not a good use of my money. Just fair. Totally fair. Down bottom, man. This Sticky. Already yakking him up. And you know, Oracle, of course, not only good because of the false promise against Lasso, but Fortune's End, very, very good against the stacks of Sticky.
Yeah, I think it's actually like the most important thing.
Oh, yeah. So
Like,
Oracle is
more so.
just a counter to Batrider in multiple regards. I mean, I guess to be fair, Aphotic Shield also cleanses the stacks of Sticky, but...
Yeah. I mean, you know what Imperial did the other day? As Skylark possibly in trouble here. He needs a bash. One more. Oh, he gets it.
I think he's dead. There it is.
Nice.
First blood. Yol picks it up on the Oracle. Very nice. Good start for F5. Much better than last game, that's for sure.
Clearly that base damage if the Oracle wasn't enough.
Yeah, clearly. Mid lane, Alk again having a pretty good time against BZZ. And, ooh, up top, RMN. Aggressive on the Rubik. Darkseer on the way. I don't really know what the end game is here. I'm just going to cut the wave and try and pressure this Lifestealer as much as they can.
Yeah, this is super solid, actually. Because Lifestealer is good up against the Darkseer, right? Like he's one of those Ion Shell cores that you look towards where you can just be like, okay, Ion Shell's not going to bother me too much in lane because I can just use my Feast to get HP back, and if I get in super trouble, I can Rage. And it's the same logic up against the Sand King too. But when it's these two together and you get that Ion Shell on top, like there's actually some serious kill potential for onto Madara. Much more Spartan if he dare tries to contest this. Jeez, that's scary.
Yeah, level 3 Sand King now. You know, we were talking about in draft, like, I think we got sidetracked, but we've seen the games you and I have casted with over the past couple of weeks, like a lot of this core Sand King just dominating people in like 1v1 melee matchups. And it seems like the more old school, like just jungle, let's get some Sandstorm, you know, get some stacks going Sand King is just totally by the wayside. Way too passive, doesn't come online fast enough. And seeing the kind of support Sand King here made me nervous, but he's been pretty active so far. He gets that 3rd point in Burrow Strike. But even just that early point in Caustic makes such a difference.
I mean, new Caustic with Iron Talon farms way faster than the Sandstorm used to anyway. So it's just like better in every single way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like Sandstorm was so awful for actually killing heroes.
Stun onto Rubik. Ion
There's
Shell.
no mana for another Ion Shell yet, though. He's a stick.
And not enough mana for another Burrow Strike either. Madara putting a lot of return damage in. This Lifestealer is like tearing it up, man.
Well, down bomb things seem to have chilled out. The pressure down here with maybe next time is nice. Still level 2, 3.5. Oh, they actually... Oh, he denied himself. Okay. Whew, I got scared. I thought the Rubik died to them. One thing bounties we all know he suffers with is that sometimes it just hits like 6 minutes and you're still level 2 because you can't get a lot of ganks anywhere. And this happens a lot when you pick them in the first phase too, because people pick lanes that aren't going to be susceptible to the roaming. Like, I'm Mirana mid, right? She's just going to leap. You're not going to... It's going to be very hard to actually set up a kill on top of her, so... A lot of these teams that are drafting bounty this early are running into this problem where they just get like super underfarmed. You can see maybe next. Oh no, he screwed up. He was trying to block this camp, but he walked out like a second too early. Goofed.
Unfortunate for maybe next time. But no, you're absolutely right. And you look at Bounty Hunter versus Mirana, he can kill her when he hits level 5, level 7. That's enough burst damage that, you know, you can set up a kill with somebody else. But these early levels are so precious, and you have to be careful about who you're leeching from. You know, like bottlenecking the Bat Rider certainly has an opportunity cost. Void drops the time dilation, but Bat Rider still hot on the chase, and they will bring down the Void. 6 stacks of sticky. Unfortunately, though, Skylark is not going to be able to make it out, and maybe next time he won't make it out either. It's a 1 for 2. It's a position 1 Void, so it is a high-value target, but they commit a lot, and boy, are they punished.
Yeah, I guess he got killed by the Radiant, right?
Yes.
So and it was
Bat Rider
completely
did, yes.
to the tower. That's so funny. So everyone got like 25 gold. But on Earth? That's so weird. That's like so rarely happens, because the Void didn't even give him a single tap.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, like it literally, like he didn't give any damage onto the Bat Rider.
That
so
mechanic is kind of funky because it's if no one else comes in and you're just nearby, I guess you still have to do 1 damage to them and the tower kills them and you'll get it. But if it's split, if 2 heroes do damage to the enemy and then the tower gets the kill, then the Radiant gets the last hit. Is that
Then it's split between those heroes.
But it's only split between those heroes even
that were there.
Even though the tower gets credit for the kill.
Right.
Okay, but if nobody touches it and just Radiant gets 100% credit, then it's split across the whole team.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
You're in. This is the knowledge day. That's what's happening.
Hey, man, that mechanic is a little funky. You always have those times where you're like, oh, hey, I got that kill. Thanks, tower. You know?
They're smoking up. They're coming in. They're contesting the Alk Farm. The 6-minute play. How much experience are they going to get?
It's the 4-hero rotation. So what do we have here? It's
they know, though.
Triple stack. Double stack. This is the
They
perfect timing, though. The Ion Shell's actually clearing up a lot of the creeps. Alk gets pushed back pretty far. Now the stun comes out onto Rubik. It's a great invade. They get 1 kill, force a TP reaction, and they killed some of the neutrals. This is the best of all worlds. They'll finish off this Ogre, and now they're going to go down for this stack. Looks like a triple. This is actually another big one.
Oh, they have Dust, too, if maybe next time shows himself.
But Thug on the high ground. It's only a level 3 bounty hunter. He needs to be so careful here. Now Moonlight Shadow deployed. Well done by the Radiant.
Oh, he barely lived, dude.
Madara.
He had like 5 HP on Iron Man. That was so close. Moonlight Shadow Gods. All right, deny yourself, bro. Where are you going? Iron Man?
He doesn't have a TP.
He's too scared. I thought he would deny himself to the other neutrals, but he's taking the long way to these guys, I guess, and now he's figuring out what he can buy.
Yeah, he was indecisive with his items, I guess. That must have been it. But he gets his Tranquils, makes it a nice efficient route, and it ends up very well for the Radiant. That's like the dream right there, honestly. Alk is still farming really well, but down bottom, Bat Rider set up with the Chronosphere. Yol now channeling up the Fortune's End. Kind of a tough kill to get here. It's Bat Rider surprisingly tanky. He gets the bash, and they will bring him down. There's only 1 point in that time lock, too. That was a rather fortunate bash, it seemed like. Still a nice kill,
they're slowing him down. Yeah.
Now back mid, Alchemist set up from RMN. Follow up, stun from BZZ. They'll give him about half HP. Thug just casually pops the ult. And he's good. Okay. There's the Alchemist for you.
Is it almost double armlet time? Oh, Medallion! Yo! What is this? We're fighting.
Holy shit. Are we going to see the Attune style?
Oh, we're fighting, buddy.
So
it's in. It's
all right.
lit.
So if you don't go Armlet Radiance, what is the build? You still pick up the Armlet, though, right?
Some people don't. I'm.
Is it
pretty
Medallion
down getting
Blink?
Yeah, it used to be Medallion Blink with like the Miracle build, as they do get the Void down bottom.
Oh yeah.
But and then like S and Y sometimes too. Like the Attune build was Armlet, S and Y, BKB, I think, right? Pretty sure that was it. And then one game he went BKB Blink, the other game he went Blink BKB. In the 2 games that we had it, so it was just dependent on the scenario.
He was all about the S and Y. That was his big core item that he basically rushed. I think he went like Brown Boots Yasha or something, or Brown Boots Sanj. He had kind of his own take on it, but this is pretty interesting. I mean, the early Medallion alone on Alchemist is kind of cool. It gives you a lot of minus armor power, and his right clicks all of a sudden really start to hurt.
I mean, same with the lifesteal. Like, can you imagine once his armlet's up and someone is under acid spray as well as the Medallion? Like, yeah, I guess I didn't even look at him, but he has 2 points in greed and the max acid, so yeah, life is good right now for this Alk.
Yep, working the double stack magic. Gets it.
I wonder if depending on, like, if he doesn't get contested now, does he still go back for the Radiance will be the interesting question.
Yeah.
Because, like, there are some other good things about Medallion. Like, it gives you good mana regen just to make sure you're never going to have any troubles with your ulti. Because, like, the mana regen's okay from the ult, but it's not, like, god tier.
It's basically, like, in place of Soul Ring that has a little more aggressive potential rather than just raw mana regen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in that regard, I mean, it's all about the space, right? We'll
dead.
see the Bounty Hunter get picked. Yeah, easy kill there. Great ward coverage mid for Dire just in general. They've got 2 wards down here. Of course, prioritizing space for the Alchemist. But yeah, I mean, Radiance is really never bad on Alk, even if you want to go for that combative build. It's just that period of how risky it is pulling unreliable. So, spending some time in the jungle now. That leaves mid for Spartan to leech a little bit of experience, or at least try to. Level 4 on the Rubik, and up top, how are we looking at the Bounty Hunter? He is level 5. So, overall, support's fairly even. No ultimates out.
Thug. Oh. You see, Thug was running this way, and RMN got body blocked by something invisible, but he didn't notice for a second. And then I think the Mirana must have noticed, because then suddenly the Sand King turned around and popped his dust, but they were a little bit too late. Oh, you know what it was? It was probably he grabbed the room. My bad.
Mirana caught by the lasso. Uh-oh, there's the follow-up stun from Alk. Telekinesis, no leap for you, pretty lady on the kitty. Nice setup for Finem.
It's fighting time.
Dude, this is sick nasty. I'm glad we talked about it last game now.
I know.
It seemed like a little bit out in left field, like, hey, you never know. And this is pretty legit. I mean,
they really don't have the best anti-split push either on the side of Fantastic5, honestly. Like, yeah, it's kind of surprising to me they didn't go Radiance, but the aggression right now is kind of scary to farm into it.
It's better than what we saw last game. You've got Mirana, when she gets Ags, she can clear waves very easily. You've got Sand King, who can also, like, it's substantially better than the last game was. It seemed like
it's true.
Almost nothing.
It's better, but they still only have Chrono to, like, actually get the kill.
That's true.
That's all I would say.
And speaking of Chrono, down bottom, Void drops it on only the Bat Rider. Spartan's actually far enough back. It's a pretty whiffed Chrono. They don't get too much out of it. And RMN on the way sets up the stun, and that'll allow the Void to just easily survive.
Oh, Infest Bounty.
It's a big cooldown, though. And yeah, Bounty's also 6. Oh, here we go. Dire ready to set up, and all 5 of F5 have now rotated. Darkseer sets it up with the wall. He brings down the Bounty Hunter first, but Dara falls next. Concoction from Alchemist is not enough. It's a disaster for Finem as they try to cut their losses and get the hell out of here. Surge helping them close the gap, but it's a stolen time walk on the Rubik.
And he will make the arrow. Oh, come on. You're not going to God tier this for me, BCZ?
Can you imagine if Illidan still had Chrono there, though, and they could have taken a proper 5v5? That could have been devastating.
Yeah, it's impressive they turned around. That's all on Lolik, honestly. Like, what a player. Now he's sitting here still holding mech. Like,
Yeah,
they can't get reinitiated
He
on.
doesn't even have brown boots. He got to that fight pretty quickly.
I did not notice that. He also went for the single point in Surge, which isn't that common anymore, but when you're in a dual lane where he didn't need like the 2 points for survivability, it's kind of understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of points in vacuum for 12 minutes. Armlet up on
Skylark's got
Lifestealer.
drums. He's trying.
Flame break.
There's no point in Sandstorm, so
Oh, he doesn't have enough mana for Lasso.
they'll be fine. They have False Promise anyway. Like,
Oh, there we go. He gets it. False promise right away.
Radiant's bottom
Well, you kind of called that one, Trent. Well done.
is it worth that trade? Like, you trade 100-second cooldown for 90? Like, I don't know about that Skylark. Maybe he couldn't see from the night vision. I just couldn't tell. But he is that right. I don't know. I don't know about that play.
I mean, that's also sort of a space created type thing. They finished off the tower, and they didn't get it. God damn it. That was the first tower.
I thought you did 11 to 14.
No, I did the one before it. I did 8 to 11.
Oh.
So this is the other nice thing about Medallion Alchemist. 13-minute Roche is actually viable.
I mean, this is without even Lifestealer in here. Like, this would be so fast. Yeah, there we go. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. I guess viable might not even be the right word. Incredible.
And he'll probably build into his... I guess Echo Saber is still the item here. I don't think you have to rush Deso. Just get after. Bounty on the outside of the pits. They're ready with the tracks. Feeling pretty good about the Dire side this game, despite the last couple fights. Even though they're only at 3 kills. Oh, that arrow, yo!
Oh. What are they... Okay, I don't know why they were holding it there. Maybe they were trying to bait him in. That's kind of a
I
sneaky
think they
little
were,
play.
actually.
Here we go. Oh, they high ground him.
He's on the cliff!
Darkseer.
Not as good as you say.
He'll survive, no problem. Add Finem in a very precarious
Yeah,
situation
they're stuck,
here.
dude. Like, there's a vacuum Darkseer. I'm shocked.
Like-
With Chrono, they don't want to fight this? I guess the Aegis is scary, but
Dude,
at the
False
same
Promise
time...
is still on cooldown from that trade earlier.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to fight. There it is. You answered your question. Worth.
Dire's middle tower.
Easy Dota.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Can I just say, I love that Rubik is back, by the way.
Yeah,
Big
you missed
fan.
the Grand
Best hero.
Magus. He is a
Yeah.
lot of fun to watch.
He's great. And now everyone's, like, okay with him just being position 5. They're like, you know what? I mean, you're level 6. You steal a spell, and it's like you're level 11. It's great. It's fantastic. What a hero, honestly.
Radiant Vision giving a lot of intel here. Arrow comes in, splits the 9s.
Stolen Chrono! Oh, he did it. What a player.
Only the Lifestealer, but they might have enough damage to bring him down. They certainly do. It's the first casualty in this fight, but on the back line, Yol is able to stay alive. Compliments of the False Promise. Thug can't quite isolate him. I hear the lasso. It's on the Sand King. Follow-up damage is there. It's a 1-for-1. Lifestealer for Sand King for now. F5 low on cooldowns, though. All their ultimates have been deployed.
He's going
Stun.
in.
Connects on Oracle. Follow-up fight. Oracle in big trouble. Gets off the Fate's Edict, but it won't save him. Illidan now in the front line, doing some pretty decent damage as he gets the bash. Also has an Ion Shell on. Thug still in the front line, looking to fight, hanging on to that Aegis. He can afford to go down here because he's coming right back. Void won't be quite so lucky as he
they can't even get
gets
it.
brought down next. Thug sidesteps it, and this Darkseer...
He still has Blink, too.
He's got 4 stacks of Sticky. He's in a lot of trouble. Darkseer's down. RMN's actually respawned. That's how long this fight has gone on. He might be able to set up a counter kill on the Bat Rider. Skylark, he's going to bait him in. Thug! He helps secure the kill. And Ad Finem are just cleaning house. It's not over yet, Trent.
No.
That's a... Is that a 6?
Well, I think this
6
game
for
might
1?
be.
6 for 1? Did I count right?
I believe you are correct, good sir.
They don't even have a graphic for Sand King dying twice. I don't... It broke the chart.
Radiant's middle
I mean, I just
Jesus
want to give
Christ.
a shout out to Illidan because I thought for sure he stole that Chrono. I was like positive. Like, it was instant, but he still had the dilation off in time. So, good game sense from Illidan, but obviously they still got wiped in the fight. So, oh, double earn purchase. Dire just lost. It's over.
Uh-oh. It's not efficient. I guess they're planning on getting a lot of split kills here in the upcoming moments. Void stunned up, but Alk will just walk back. Alk's just kind of, at this point, like, you know, you guys could kill me. I wouldn't mind using this Aegis. They do have 2 minutes left.
We'll take that.
As he picks up another bounty rune. Wow, that's just insane, man. That was an unbelievable sequence of F5 just throwing bodies at the problem. Look at that dip in the gold graph.
Yeah. Now they have some issues to work through. All this vision just becoming pretty much useless in this area that the Radiant have. Top lane, I think Armin's, yeah, he's fine. But they have all this vision like committed inside that dire side jungle, but they have to just try and get aggressive with the smoke. But the dire side are just gonna be chilling like in your jungle because they're behind now on the Radiant side, so like the dire want to be applying pressure. So Thug's just gonna be in here. So now you're like smoking into your own jungle where you don't even have wards because you thought like you were gonna start taking over the map or whatever.
Oh,
Now Yoel's lassoed. Look at
the
this damage that's gonna
lasso.
come out. Oh, the minus armor.
Buck nasty.
And, like, how are they gonna kill this Alk? There's no way you're buying anti-evasion items on Void or Mirana for the next like 30 minutes.
You know, if you're F5, this has to be one of the worst ways to start a group stage. You lose to Alchemist in your first
Fifth pick
2 games.
twice in a row.
5th pick Alk. Like, what is that? Oh.
It's a sad life, dude.
You know, and you know, sure they could start banning Alk. You know, it's just 2 games, but it's just a rough way to start your grind of, you know, what do they have to play tonight? Like 8 games of Dota, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not Alk, it's Naga.
Fair enough.
It's all Dota.
I mean,
everyone's just banning them second phase for the most part lately.
Naga's bad, but I would usually rather play against Naga than Alk. I think Naga
I can agree
has
with that.
more vulnerabilities, and especially in the like Alk. If you don't do anything in the first 10 minutes, that can be game losing because Alk just like gets so far ahead of all of your other cores who aren't even really doing anything wrong. He just farms that much more quickly if left unchecked. Naga, that's not quite the case. You have to leave her alone for a pretty long time before she just wakes up from her slumber and starts taking over the game, you know? But not
I'm
that
trying to
like
figure out
that
this
all.
Radiant draft right now. It's what I'm doing. Like, speaking of just drafting stuff, like, nice, another gank down bottom.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. You dead.
He's just looking at this Alchemist and just like giving me flashbacks. I had like this period where when I first started playing Dota, like a lot, back when like ranked first came out, I remember, and I was definitely a MOBA scrub. Never played a lot, but my friends and I saw like that support Alk build, and we just started playing Captain's Mode as the 5 of us, and we were all like 3K shitters because we like never played any of these games. And we drafted Venge Alk like 17 games in a row in ranked Captain's Mode, and we lost 1 game. And it's just like, I have like this ridiculous win rate on my profile from just playing all this support Alchemist that when it was so broken with Medallion.
I actually
the
remember those
stupidest
days.
thing ever.
I didn't play it a lot, and I remember the last couple weeks of that that period. And
It was so fun.
I played a lot of Alchemist in that period. It's just ridiculous. It's just silly.
Now you can just be a core and do it too. It's great.
Yeah. Well, Radiant in some struggles here, Trent. Lawlick, he'll have to TP home. He's picked up his brown boots. Chrono
got
on
the ult
1.
off.
And Oracle now
It's
caught
over.
by the lasso. Counter
What
Chrono
a
on
fucking
3.
Chrono.
Just rubbing it in as he lands a significantly better Chrono. Illidan going in pretty deep. Dire still hanging on. Rubik almost goes down, but Illidan out so deep. He will have time walk up in about 1, but now this is where they chase him down. Stacks of sticky, unstable concoction. Radiant will fall 3-0. Spartan rubbing some salt in the wound there. Say, oh yeah, sick Chrono, bro. Let me show you how it's done.
Man, on point snagging it this time too. That's huge just because like when you see him deny it that first time, it gets tempting not even to go for that steal because if you miss the Chrono, then it's 20 seconds you can't steal another spell. That's huge as a Rubik. Like, it's your ultimate for a reason. It's a really big deal, and getting time dilation is like awful. So
Yeah.
it's really well played by Spartan.
Mirana barely lives. Fate's Edict buys her some time. Flame Break chases out there. It looks like it will be a high ground defense from F5. Void, he'll be up in a short duration here, and Ed Finem will just back out. Very happy with the lead they've set up for themselves. Not going to get cocky now. And they'll just play it safe. Spartan, he's got a TP. He's going to linger around, but having some fun with Time Walk. Okay. Yeah, things starting to look pretty scary. This fighting Alk is getting to that point where you do not want to go blow for blow with this guy. He's level 13. He's got a Maelstrom, that low base attack time, and lightning flying all over the place. The damage is pretty ridiculous. And he's pretty tanky. With Solar Crest, he's like, you know, not the easiest hero to kill. He's got evasion. He's got pretty decent armor. One of the weakest points of Alchemist. That's kind of one of the things that makes this build work without Armlet is you have that extra armor, so you can feel safe doing this. Mjolnir
Very
coming
much
up
so.
next. And
When I
nice-
look at this like Radiant draft and I try and figure it out, it kind of looks like something like Wings were doing right, where Shadow was doing like this core position 1 Void. They were probably the ones who did it the best. Seen a lot of like FDL do it with Bisa too. But whenever Wings do it, like your whole game was just on Faith Beyond, like just like non-stop ganks with Slardar, just being a total fucking god. And we haven't really seen that from the Sand King. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't have these like off laner just winning the entire game.
Radiant's
Beyond,
top
it's just
tower
like,
is under attack.
I don't know, he's so good. I feel like you need that if you're gonna try and run position 1 Void. Whereas like their offlane is Lolik on a Darkseer, and like they have a Sand King, and he did get more farm than usual. Like he's pretty up there, but it just didn't have that same timing where you could like catapult into a good stage where like you chrono once as the Void, and then he goes and farms a bunch while the other 4 heroes go and keep killing on lower cooldowns.
Yeah. I mean, it
And that's
basically
what Slardar is so good at.
basically what you're getting at is if you have a position 1 Void, you need to control the tempo of the game. You need to be the one that kind of sets the pace, keeps it high octane, and makes the other team feel like they're always scared of the chrono. You know, that effect of like the Void is everywhere. He's farming well and he's fighting well. And Ad
It's
Finem
weird,
like
yeah.
did it so well with this 5th pick Alchemist, where Thug is kind of setting the tempo of this game, right? Like Ad Finem are able to be the aggressors. They've got the kill lead, and they've got a lot of options. You've got Bounty Hunter, Lifestealer on top of that for pretty easy initiations on the back line. Like it's Ad Finem that are consistently finding the initiations, getting the edge. You know, even if the Oracle gets off a
God.
decent false promise, like it just hasn't mattered all that much.
This was the most obvious smoke in the history of Dota 2. Like,
yeah.
they were sitting here. There was a Void tracked up. He runs in, and then he gets purged by, like, to remove the track, and then they all just smoke. I will be shocked if the Dire get caught out by this.
Well, Dire
Although, look at the
smoked
angle
up
they're taking in their
too.
defense.
This is ending up being kind of weird. They see Spartan. He's picked up the Courier. They don't go for the Courier. Spartan could get jumped on, though. Rubik getting low. He'll get bursted down first. But now how does the rest of the fight go? Lasso by the Bat Rider still gets the kill on Oracle despite the Chronosphere coming out. And now this Alchemist in the front line doing a lot of work, but it's a vac wall the other way. 2 for 4. They just can't handle the heat. Lolik has to use his mech early. He blinks into the tree line. And he should be able to make it out here. He's good, despite the tracks. 2 for 4. Pretty nice effort with the Chrono. If only that could have saved the Oracle, but too little too late. They already had the fire down. He just burned to death.
Yeah. Oh, hey, my fight recap game. I didn't think it was going to.
So apparently Secret won in 22 minutes against Na'Vi. Is that true?
It seems that way. I guess that would have been 5 minutes ago. So, but yeah,
No,
apparently.
that Twitch chat just said it. They're not in the past.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good point. Well, but the game would
but
have
they
been,
watched.
you know what I mean?
They watched it in the. Yep.
Whoa, the brain.
Oh, too many delay servers. Roche
Total
number 2,
towers
baby.
killed before 25 minutes. Incorrect. I guess. I said 0 to 5. It was 6. Oh, well,
Wait.
I was close.
Oh, I did 0 to 5 too. Fuck.
I mean, we thought it was going to be Radiant's Alk. That is not what happened.
Man, I was gonna pick Lifestealer for total physical damage at the end of the game, and you talked me out of it.
Oh, you were going to pick Alk, you mean?
Or, yes, no, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I misread it. Yeah,
I
was
mean,
gonna pick
in my
Alec.
defense,
Yes.
he didn't go Radiance.
God damn it.
Dude, I'm screwing you over.
I
You
should have
just follow
trusted
your
my
heart, dude.
instincts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Go with
not
my
listen to
peppy.
me.
I mean, of all the things that I would have thought we'd see in our second game of the night, fighting Alk definitely is pretty low on that list. So to be fair, I do see it from that side.
Yoel's just like, I really don't want to have to false promise, guys. Please, please stop.
And it's an Aegis
Uh-oh.
Alchemist, so
This is overcommittal. All right, they walk out. This is good.
they still have a tier 1 standing in the top lane. They need to be a little careful. Slow your roll here, guys.
Dire's structures
Meanwhile, Mirana just split pushing. BZZ putting a lot of pressure on this tier 3 tower all of a sudden. That's not bad.
Yeah, this is nice. TP is up on Bat and Lifestealer, so they can do their own thing and go back. Alk doesn't have TP. Neither does the Bounty.
Radiant's middle tower
But
has
Lifestealer's enough.
Yeah. I'll gonna have
Yeah,
to
this
ditch
is
this
just
bottle
like-
pretty soon.
Oh, tough.
I mean, I don't.
Tough draft.
There's not much going on here for F5. They don't have much of a choice but to just take a fight at high ground, try to make the most of their team fight. I mean, Mirana does have an Aghanim, so they have some damage dealing abilities. Sand King, he's pretty plateaued at this point.
I wonder what Lolok, if Lolok is just like gonna save for a straight Shivas.
That
Like
could
I
be
don't even
cool.
think it's worth going for Greaves. I think you just need damage. Like he needs to be the hero of this game, where he's like blink
Yeah.
vacuum wall.
No, I like
Also,
it.
he went back for a second point in Surge instead of level 2 in the wall.
Well, he doesn't have arcane boots, so I think mana is a big concern.
That is true.
Replica, yeah, it's pretty mana intensive as you level it up. The soul ring's not enough, man.
Oh, look at this positioning by Spartan.
Tower is under attack.
Does he break the smoke? Oh, he time walks. Oh, it's not a smoke. It's a moonlight shadow. Derp.
It
Here
was
we
smoke.
go. Smoke and moonlight shadow.
Yeah.
They'll get one. Chrono. Nice setup onto the Lifestealer, but they lose their Oracle in exchange. And here the lasso from the Bat Rider. Pull Mirana deep into enemy territory. Alk still at full HP. Rubik with the stolen stun sets it up onto Darkseer. They get the Mirana. Now RMN on the run. He'll get chased down.
God.
Track kill after track kill as Thug finishes off the Void. You know, at first you want to say, great setup from F5. They catch the Lifestealer, but at what cost, as Breaky
Not
would
enough,
say?
man. Yep.
Well, it's
That's
about
right,
3,000
we're
net
in now.
worth. I'd say that'd be the cost.
Radiant's top tower.
They didn't have that on Han, so he had to ask every time. Like he couldn't actually see what the cost was.
I never thought about that. I hope that becomes a meme. I hope Breaky gets to cast a land and his co-caster's just like, well, Breaky, let's take a look at the team fight recap here. And there's exactly 2,700 gold.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That would be the cost.
Radiant's top
Doesn't have the emotional cost on there yet, though. That's Dota 3. Like once you can see like the amount of pings that were then thrown out by the enemy team, that's how you know. That's
Yeah.
the real cost.
The amount of kappas that were thrown out.
Yeah, it can take into account chat as well.
Yeah, exactly. The trigger warning.
Wow, this is nice. This is some solid stuff. I hope Valve's listening.
Hey, check this out. Spartan went for Aether Lens before Blink Dagger. That's kind of neat.
On his
On
the Rube group, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of value. I mean, you need the arcane boots anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I like Arcane Blinker is sort of what I think
actually,
of as
that's
the
so
standard,
smart. This
but
game too.
This is cool.
Because look at the abilities he's stealing, like Burrow Strike, Time Walk, all of Oracle's spells.
Oh yeah.
Like it's actually such a good. That's man.
it adds
yeah.
sick range.
That's the kind of shit I love about Dota. Like, I even play a decent amount of Rubik, but I still don't consider Aether Lens from like I don't look at my opponent's spells when I consider Aether Lens. I've never done that. Fuck. Everyone's so good at Dota.
Yeah, it's particularly good this game though. Void also has a Diffusal Blade up now, so doing a little more damage. Perhaps trying to mount a defense. No glyph left, and add Finem will get a tier 3 tower. Alk just in the front lines with the Aegis. I mean, what do you do here? He's got an Assault Cuirass. He's got 30 armor. He's sidestepping arrows. This is not an easy hero to kill. I just feel
Balak's
bad.
just like lying in wait, dude. I know. I'm just like waiting for this. Just gonna hop on in, grab somebody. Radiant, they do see him.
He even went right for the ranged barracks, all sure damage. Super value town.
Has his ulti now too with the Aegis, and it's just like, oh, it's about to expire actually.
Darkseer's going for Hex, by the way. Alchemist gets chronoed. Aegis expires, but there's just no damage. They kill the Rubik, but they lose their Oracle, and it's looking so grim for F5. The back wall comes out. We drop a frame or two, but again, the follow-up just isn't there. RMN will make it to the side. They kind of hold on. They lose the ranged barracks. It's not devastating for the Radiant, but when you think about the cooldowns exchange, that 1-for-1 was definitely
How did they
in
not have
favor
to
of
buy
Ad
back?
Finem.
That's impressive.
I can't believe they didn't get that kill on RMN either.
Wow.
Okay, it's a good hold. I guess
It
I
is-
sold it
it's
short a
very
little bit
solid.
there.
The only problem is now there's no chrono, and they can just wait for Chemical
Right.
Rage in 6 seconds. So
Exactly.
That's an issue.
Plus the track advantage. They'll have Lasso in 25. That's the other great thing about Bat Rider. You don't think of Lasso as a super short cooldown, but 75 seconds really isn't that much. And it's soon going to be 60. Arrow hits on Alchemist. He does get the ultimate off first,
Oh,
but he
that
gets
vacuum.
blown up. It's huge damage from the Radiant. Now Madara on the run. He gets off the Rage. A
F5
kill
are doing
here
it?
would be amazing.
Oh, so close.
There's the Infest inside.
They hit dust. They didn't pop it. It's too
Oh,
late.
no. Oh, he gets out. Okay.
The steal. Spartan, are you greedy? How greedy are you? He's like waiting for the burrow to come out first.
He's baiting it.
Oh, he didn't sit.
He's got Burrow Strike.
I thought
he just straight stole it. Nope. He,
All right,
he still dies, but
I thought Aramet had Sandstorm in between because he was thinking of that exact scenario, but I guess he didn't.
yeah. You were looking at that one from the mind of the Rubik player.
Yeah.
Here we go. Lasso now onto the Mirana. That Infest Bomb coming full circle. They'll get a freebie on the Priestess of the Moon. And it ends up kind of okay for Ad Finem. I mean, acceptable losses. Let's take a look at the overall gold graph. They were about 25k net worth ahead. So it's still a pretty staggering lead here. What do you think about the... Oh, no, it's a Lincoln's for the Dark Seer.
Yeah. I was wondering if he was going to do that instead, because the Scythe, I was just like, what the fuck's the Scythe going to do? But I still would have called that more likely than a Lincoln's. But it's really nice this game, just against like the Rubik. Like,
I think
not going to be
Scythe,
telekinesis,
Scythe can
lasso.
be cool. Like if it gives you the ability to maybe catch the Alec before Chemical Rage. They don't really have much to do that now.
Yeah.
It can be okay counter initiation. It's heroes like Bat Rider. If you find Rubik or Bounty Hunter, it can turn a pesky chase into just a quick kill, stuff like that. So it does have some utility. I agree with you. I think Shiva's would have been my first choice. The Lincoln's feels a little defensive here for me. I mean, they're having trouble surviving, but their bigger problem is just raw damage, it feels like.
Yeah, Shiva's would have been my choice, only because I'd be so worried about the
Not
Bat
to
Rider.
mention, there's
and the
so much
track.
to break it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, track is just, the range is huge. So if you have any vision, it's going to be broken.
And you've got, like, Shuriken. I mean, Bat Rider always has his Force Staff. Not that he wants to use that to break a Lincoln's, but it's there. Fade Bolt. Lots of stuff.
So I'm going to have 3 wrong predictions again here, and the only one I'm going to get right is the unlosable one of who's going to have the highest net worth.
The Alchemist, even without a Radiance, can't top him. Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet. Madara also has a heart. So Lifestealer now not only hits quite hard, but he is super, super tanky.
That'll be the Abyssal for Thug. All right, hey, there you go. Lincoln's saving the game.
Okay.
That's good. That's solid.
Aghanim Scepter now up on Sand King, RMN. Not bad. Long range Burrow Strikes.
Roche spawns in 1 minute. So a little bit of a late one. So that they're timing it right in the halfway point of the Roche. So it's kind of like maybe we'll catch them inside the pit. So
Yeah.
they scout first. Can't let the smoke pop while they're here. Dire don't have any vision of this.
For
Sitting
F5,
high
this is
ground.
like
This could be nice.
a high expected value play here. Almost get the Bat Rider, but he blinks out just in time. They get off a track, looking for counter initiation. Chronosphere comes down on 2. Good setup from Illidan, but do they have the follow-up damage? Back, wall, follow-up stuns. It's F5 taking a lot of damage. They pop the mech. Lawlek almost dies. The lasso locks the Mirana in place. The BKB Bat Rider cannot be stopped. They'll chase out even further. Nice flame break onto the Oracle. And now Ad Finem are just going to start picking them apart. He does drop the False Promise. Fate's Edict trying to heal himself up, but yeah, it's not going to matter. Oh, he already used the False Promise. My bad.
That's tough.
Misread the
they had to
cooldown,
make a
but
play.
Yeah,
I still think it's the right call from the Radiant. It's just a very tough
Absolutely.
place to fight.
I mean, if they're in the pit there, you have a really good chance at taking that fight. They just, honestly, I think the biggest problem for F5 is there seems to be almost no synergy between the Sand King and the Faceless Void. You have to
Kind
put
of works. but
damage
yeah.
into the Chrono, and like we haven't seen one Epi Chrono yet. Lolek trying to make the plays happen. Buyback now from Mirana. Illidan, whoa, he time walks a lot of damage, but now he gets stunned, just destroyed by the Alchemist. No buyback on him as they lose their Sand King as well. Skylark diving deep is now Yol getting brought down low. False Promise still on cooldown. Won't be able to save himself. It's 3 in the grave. And that buyback from Mirana will prove futile here as her teammates get cleaned up and their base gets crippled. I mean, Thug is just... He's just on... It's Dunzo, man. Come on. It's Alchemist. It's Dunzo. It's just Dunzo.
Double Alc wins today. 2 different builds. Well played by Ad Finem. I really like the adjustment, not going in for the Radiance. They just saw the side of Fantastic5 and are just like, okay, well, if we don't let this Void get too crazy and we just kind of like fight you, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I don't know, position 4 Sand King.
I mean, it was executed well, though. It's a good
it's
draft from
trying.
the Dire. I mean, very well-rounded in general. They made the Bounty Hunter pick work. GG gets called, and F5 They will find their second loss of the group stage. Heartbreaker.
Yeah, man, that's hard. Whew. Sorry I ruined all your predictions.
All right. That's solid 25% win rate for predictions. That's good. That's all right. You know, we've got a lot of games to go. Still,
It's true. It
time
doesn't
to
like
recover.
cap anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like you can only win so many or get so many right.
Is that true?
That's what it was like last year, or like last couple times, I believe.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I got enough right to ever hit hit the limit.
Knoxville was like going ham. Like we had a group Discord thing, and we were all just putting in exactly what the answers would be, and we ping everyone the second that they became available. So we all so we were just like, we wouldn't even watch the games. We'd just go into the game, do the predictions, and leave the game.
Oh my god.
So we had them all in the first like 5 hours, and then we saw there was a cap, and we're like, well, shit, we lost.
Oh, the stats
Thanks, Knox.
grinders. Oh my. All right. Well, game 3 coming up in a jiff here. We've got Vegas Squadron versus